Answered.
Yeah, thank you, JK Dobbins. But is there another question to be answered now about Sean Payton and maybe just him trying to do a little bit too much? Well, he went full Sean Payton yesterday when being asked about the running backs and wanted to cut off the media member.
Talked a little about Audric for the other guys in the room, Jaleel, today.
Don't start counting.
Just in general.
No, don't start counting. I've heard you guys counting, and it's like, don't count, because half you'll be wrong. Let's just see what they do.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking forward to see how they play. And they're going to get opportunities. I said it earlier, much earlier. I said, look, Audric's going to get opportunities. All right? We've seen Jaleel, but don't try to figure out the club right now. It's way too early. You can go ahead and try, but
I mean, yeah, at the end, we're going to try, Sean. You got the radio shows and stuff to fill in, and we're going to try.
That was, I think, Luke Evans. It was the new Denver Post guy. Luke Evans.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure.
And it was one of those like, well, welcome to the Broncos moments, because we've all been there on the opposite side of Sean. I have myself. Sean likes you. He just gets a little gritchy sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's what you got to just accept.
And it's okay
like
if he
George.
doesn't. Sean doesn't sign your paycheck, so
Right.
if he doesn't like you or doesn't like
George,
me,
can you believe
who
they're
cares?
counting again, George? I can't believe this.
Yeah.
That's all these guys do, George. They just count all the time. You're not counting, are you, George?
Yeah.
Now, what he says at the back end of that, of like, it's June, it's early, I get all that.
Right,
And he's
right.
right about that part. But we're now looking at a running back room with 5-6 different names in it, knowing that you don't know how to use all of those different names. So that's what I want to talk about with you here, Cecil. We've talked about the three guys. You go JK, RJ, Jaleel. I don't know if I want to put Jaleel there, but certainly agreeing you with on JK and then RJ, and in that order as well.
Yeah.
So let's say he does keep Jaleel McLaughlin, and then he has JK Dobbins and RJ Harvey. Even the three there, I get worried that Sean Payton will be in the same position he was a year ago. Oh, man, yeah, but this guy's skill set does this, and that's great for first and second down. This guy's skill set does this. That's great against what the Chiefs want to do defensively. This guy's skill set is this. Man, that's great for what I want Bo to do with checkdowns and mismatches with linebackers.
Right.
And then he's just lost in the sauce and goes, oh, man, what are we going to do? Running back. Then you just don't have enough from one guy because you're trying to do too much with three guys. That's my fear with what Sean Payton's going to do again this year with keeping a guy like Jaleel McLaughlin or even Audric Esime. Insert whoever that third name is that you want it to be. I know you need to have bodies because of depth, but if Sean Payton tries to get too cute and find packages for each one of these guys, it's going to hurt the running back room way more than it's going to help the running back
Well, I've got
room.
some good news for you. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Because we had someone, you'll be shocked to know, we released a JK Dobbins video on YouTube yesterday, and someone was like, Sean uses multiple backs. He doesn't want to. He said it. I seen it. Sean Payton has said, I want to use two backs. Not three, two backs. And that's where JK Dobbins and RJ Harvey are. That's their two backs. Those are the backs that are going to be used extensively. If someone needs a breather for some situation, let's say you're inside the 10-yard line. I want to see Jaleel McLaughlin on the field to get a chance to run at that pylon. He's proven it, was it 3-4 times last year, where somehow, some way, he can beat that defender to the edge with that speed and get to the pylon. So if you're within 10 yards, yeah, give him a snap, give him a play. See if someone's falling asleep a little bit against McLaughlin and that speed. That's kind of his specialty, but that's one play. I don't think there's any packages for Jaleel McLaughlin. I don't think this thing is like, we got to figure out a way to get Jaleel in. No, he's the reserve guy. He's the guy in case RJ needs a breather or, you know, it's a play where Dobbins isn't going to be out there, something like that. That's it. That's it. This backfield is now JK Dobbins and RJ Harvey. Point blank period. There's not a third guy. There's not a desire for a third guy. There's not this yearning to we got to figure out a way. No, simply put, and get as offended as you like, RJ's better at the things Jaleel can do. Dobbins can do things that Jaleel can't do. So Jaleel is the third back. Estime's likely gone. And then your backfield is Dobbins, you know, almost first and second down, or maybe even third down, and then RJ Harvey first and second down. They're interchangeable, and then no one else really touches the ball. I think the total touch, 17 games, total touches for Jaleel McLaughlin this year will be less than 50.
Yeah, because it was 131 a year ago.
Yeah, it's going to be half that.
I hope so.
What's half that?
I hope
60,
so.
60
I hope
something?
it is,
65? Yeah.
Mhm.
65. All right, it's less than 65 touches.
Okay. And that I hope you're right about
Do you
that.
feel better now?
A little bit, but I also need to see it from Sean because that's the same dude that run it on his play sheet and didn't do that either.
Yeah, well, Jalil's not out there to run it.
Yeah.
You know, and again, it's let's say it's 3rd and 17 or whatever. Do you want to see RJ Harvey and that speed and that route running, or do you want to see Jalil McLaughlin? I mean,
RJ Harvey.
it's RJ. Yeah.
I've told you, I don't know, at least from where I'm at. Now, let me get to camp and, like I said, get my own eyeballs on it and formulate my own opinion. But as of today, June 11th, I don't need to see Jalil McLaughlin at all. That's how I feel about it. I would be a little bit more intrigued by Audric Estime because I believe there's still some unknown. The known isn't good, but the unknown still outweighs some of that for me. We'll figure that out once we get to actual camp coming up at the end of July. I heard Sean talk about this yesterday, Cecil, and I guess it doesn't really matter because he's kind of telling us that it doesn't matter, but apparently Devon Vele wasn't there yesterday.
No, all good. Look, we've had great attendance. We're very much aware each day if someone's got an event or doing something. All good.
Okay, so no, all good. An event or doing something. I heard Philip say Garrett had to miss a day because he was doing an event, a camp for kids, you know, and that's obviously great. This is a glorified OTA. They just changed the name a little bit to make it mandatory for people to show up.
Right.
So it sounds like Vele had an event pre-scheduled. They knew about it. He knew about it. Let him know. No harm, no foul, I guess.
Yeah, it's odd that it would be during mandatory. You could do that during voluntary and nobody bats an eye. John Franklin Myers was training in Texas or whatever.
Yeah, why wouldn't you just change your calendar a little bit?
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting, but whatever. He's been balling out. He'll continue to ball out. Training camp, I'm sure we're going to be talking a lot about Devon Vele. So if they don't think it's an issue, I'm not going to lose a bunch of sleep over it.
I mean, couldn't you just skip field day tomorrow?
Schedule it for field day?
Yeah.
Hey, I know that we have practice scheduled, but wink, wink, nod,
Right.
nod, it's going to be field day.
I'm going to skip the ice cream cones and slushies. I'm going to go do whatever my event is. Although an ice cream cone and a slushie sounds pretty good about it.
It does sound pretty good right
I
now.
wouldn't mind a little ice cream cone and a slushie.
I don't know. Do you want field day with your coworkers? We got a golf thing out here that's...
I got to be honest.
It's not really messing with my mojo, but I'm just like, I'm a creature of habit. I like shooting on the Pop-A-Shot thing we've got, and we can't really do that because there's a putt-putt thing, and Richie's out there with a hockey stick, and I don't know what's going on. I walk in every day, and I'm just confused. I'm like, what are we doing here? I can't even get in Amanda's office.
I got to be honest. I'm
because
kind
of the greens.
I'm kind of into the golf thing here, but like as far as what
That's just because you're a golf guy.
yeah, probably. As far as like would I need a field day, I would prefer if we're gonna not work. I don't want to work, right? Like if we're gonna not do the radio show,
Yeah.
I'm staying my ass at home, right? Like
But if it was like you, me, Kev, and Spivak, if we're crewing up and we're going to go to Topgolf, yes, I'm in.
like
I want to do
instead
that.
of doing the show.
You, me, Kev, and Spivak, we're going to Sportsbook, right?
Yeah.
And we're going to go hang out and have a couple of beers. Yeah, yes, I'm in. Everyone else floating around out here, I don't
What if you won the golf thing?
I don't.
What's the prize?
I have no idea.
I'm thinking cold hard cash. Probably highly unlikely, but
I'm sure it's going to be like a gift card.
I've
or
just
something.
offered to buy that Blitz game that's out there,
Yeah.
and I've not been told yes yet.
you haven't been told no though.
Exactly.
Does it still work? He used to get used a lot back in the day.
It worked this morning. I set my computer on it and the button made
It turned
a noise.
on?
Mhm.
Okay.
So it still works out there.
Yeah, I think it needs to be in my garage, not in our office where nobody plays it anymore.
I say we take a couple minutes after the show and do the golf thing.
You're
if
going to
we-
have to do a lot of convincing on me,
What if we
man.
win?
I'm not a buzzkill. I'm not a buzzkill, am I?
Oh,
I
this
just...
you sure are.
I don't mean, hey, there's a Guitar Hero, and like, I don't need to do that.
Have you tried it yet?
No.
That's
Why
it.
would
You
I?
got to try it. You got to try it.
Why? I've played putt-putt before.
Have you done it, Kevin?
I barely shot it. I mean, I don't even know if it was a practice
Yeah.
shot. It was just like, okay, let's just do it because people are out here.
Sounds like you two stink at putt-putt.
Oh, no.
Butt putt?
Oh, no.
Butt putt. That's a different game.
All right, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do a video of it a little later on too. That's
Ain't
my
no
new
butt
goal.
putt going on here.
That's my new goal, is to get Cecil out there and on video while we do it. All right, let's take a bit.